Welcome back to the 9446 Network for another diecast review, and it's another Next Gen car from Wave 2 of 2022. And guess what, folks? The first ever Ricky Steinhouse Jr. diecast review on the channel. Here is Ricky Steinhouse's 2022, and technically 2021 because this is the 2021 paint scheme, and it was also the test car in 2021 for Ricky Steinhouse Jr. And it's really interesting. This is the only Ricky Steinhouse number 47 car we've ever gotten in Authentics, and it so happens to be the test car. And this very well could be, if they can't get the other one produced, could very well be the only Ricky Steinhouse Next Gen. And it's going to be interesting because, unlike the other ones that have the numbers slid forward, this was before they really confirmed that they were going to move these numbers, so that's why the number is where it is. Without further ado, time to get this Ricky Steinhouse Jr. car out of the box, and I'm pretty shocked this one got made, especially in the Authentics. That's a really a shocker. So you got the sticker for it, number 47 Ricky Steinhouse, all of his stuff there for you people that are interested in it. And of course, now we are going to look at the diecast itself. So here it is in all of its glory. JTG Doherty Racing got a diecast made in Authentics, and it's a test car. So without further ado, we are going to look at this diecast in all of its glory. And of course, this is the first ever Camaro Next Gen diecast review, so that's going to be really interesting. The Chevy Camaro, my favorite car. And of course, this is going to be the manufacturer that Flashracer or PTR is going to run for the diecast series. But we're going to be looking at this JTG car first. So we got number 47, JTG Doherty Racing. I got the new Camaro nose. We'll get into more of how these molds are later. For now, we're going to look at the paint scheme. You got Kroger right there, the ZL1 logos, and of course the hood vents, which are decals, so customizers are willing, it's a free will for whatever type of hood vents you would want to do, even for the company. So yeah, that's how they have the hood vents. They're decals, so they can make them any way they want. You got Goodyear right there, that NASCAR Cup Series logo is really cut off, but it's there. It's kind of, the way they put it on, you can only see the bottom where it says this Cup Series, but if you scroll up, you can see that it's fully a NASCAR Cup Series logo. Got number 47, Steinhouse Jr. Got Kroger, Sherwin-Williams, SEM, Miller, and I cannot read what the other sponsor is down there. Got Kroger. Oh, nothing in the back. And we do have a little bit of a chip on these spoilers. So what I've been noticing with these diecast reviews that I've been doing at the Next Gen, it seems to be that the spoilers are very, very vulnerable to paint chips. So that I'm going to bring up. Just, guys, be careful with that. I'm letting you guys know that could be a thing. You just have Chevy and no sponsors. I had forgotten that this was a test car at one point, but it was. But you do have it as just all blue. There's nothing on the back, just 47 Camaro ZL1, and they made the Camaro logo really huge on the Next Gen. You can see the diffuser as well underneath it. And, of course, Busch, Cottonelle, Velveeta, Cheerios, Slim Jim, Sunny D, Reese's. I'm not going to read all these, but you can see them. Louisiana Hot Sauce. Number 47 right there. And, of course, we're going to look at the paint scheme. So this car is spray painted a blue color, just a normal blue, a little bit of lightish to it as well, but it's almost like a Hot Wheels blue. For the numbers, it's different on the side. You have like a whitish outline, a black outline, a light blue outline, and a white number fill-in. And, of course, you got a dark blue outline, a baby blue outline, another dark blue outline, and a white number fill-in for the sides of the car and the roof. In the front, it's a blue 47, and the back is just that same 47 that was on the roof. Paint scheme-wise, this is pretty much the 2021 livery on the Next Gen instead of on the Gen 6, but we're going to review it anyway. And that's kind of weird how they have black, just random black lines sprayed underneath the Chevy logo, or the Chevy grill, I should say. It starts out white, and it's kind of a sleek design. It also has a little bit of that light blue to it. It's just like, almost like waves of water just splashing across the side, but very clean. It's got some gradients to it with that baby bluish, the lightish bluish, and it fades into the white, and that white outline is going across with it, with a bit of that lightish, darkish blue outline. Black skirts, because that's where usually the underbody would probably be attached. And, of course, orange has some gradient to it. It kind of swishes up with the blue and white across the side. Very clean. It just swishes down, swishes back up across the rear wheel well. That little chip right there. That's wonderful. Biofuel. And, of course, if you look at the rear quarter, once it gets over the wheel well, it's black, and it has another white line that goes across. Just a stripe. Very, very clean looking. Very, very clean design. JTG Doherty has pretty cool stuff when they make designs like this. I mean, yeah, their paint scheme's kind of weird, right? But some of them are really good. Got Stenhouse with the orange outline to it and the white letter filling in. And of course, the back was just all black with the black spoiler. And of course, this spoiler is a little more detailed than the Harvick one, I can imagine, because I remember reviewing it didn't have this many boltings on it. But as you can see, really huge spoiler for the diecast itself. But this is how it ran for Daytona practice session. I don't know if we're going to get any more of those cars, or these are just going to be the only test cars and that's it. We could very well, and a little white mark right there. A little snowball. I don't know if we're going to get the Byron, Buescher, or any of those. Honestly, I just hope they just move on to primaries. I could live with these test cars as they are. I'm fine with it. Don't need to do anything extra. Just give us the primaries. Give us more paint schemes like that Kevin Harvick 4 car so we can get our diecast series started here soon. But yeah, the Flash Racing Cup Series Season 4 will have next-gen cars. That's confirmed. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, very, very interesting paint scheme. It's kind of in the middle of the road-ish, but they kind of also gave it a bit of detail. More detail if you really care to look at it close, which I find to be pretty interesting. And of course, we will look at the Chevy Camaro mold more than likely in its own video, so don't you guys worry, we will be getting a closer look. We just got to review some of the paint schemes first. And this one here's the Stenhouse one. So here's the front of the car, here's the hood, here's the right side, here's the back, here's the deck lid, here's the roof, the left side, and the chassis. Will this be the only Ricky Steinhouse Jr. diecast? Now, if this is an exclusive, and it ends up being the only next-gen of Ricky Steinhouse, you're gonna want to have this in your collection, just in case they don't make one. That's why I picked this one up, because I have no idea if we are going to get the other ones later on, if we're gonna get the actual Steinhouse. But, wow, I did not believe it. JTG is one of the first couple of teams to get some diecasts in here. Very cool. And, of course, the new style rims, no colored wheels, they didn't color them in. But I gotta tell you, it's gonna be an interesting Flash Racing Cup Series Season 4. Hope you guys stay tuned for it on the channel. Thank you guys for checking out this diecast review here, and hope you guys pick this one up. It's gonna be, I don't know how rare the Stenhouse is gonna be compared to the others. It seems to me that the Elliott test car is the rarest one. Or the number 9 test car, I should say. Look at that symmetrical body for the diecast. But there it is, Ricky Steinhouse. So that's going to be it for the diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe for more diecast reviews on this channel. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.